my angels. So, I am doing another Disney drawing. Yes, I know. So quickly, I am in that Disney mood. And so I am telling another Disney story. Well, okay, technically, this is a McDonald's story because this takes place in McDonald's, but this happened after I was coming home from a Disneyland trip. So I guess it makes it appropriate for this drawing. Yeah, so okay, so before the story, this drawing is the teacup thing, is of the Mad Tea Party ride in Disneyland, right next to the Mad Hatter store in Fantasyland is actually a stationary teacup for you guys to take selfies in. It's been there for quite a while. In fact, in Disney's 50th anniversary, it was painted golden for for people there that year. I really hate how they didn't do that for the 60th anniversary. Just I wanted to take a selfie in a diamond teacup. Just it's not that hard. Just to paint it like that. Make it holographic. I don't care. Make it like a diamond. So yeah, so I always like taking a picture in around there. So for all of you who have been to Disneyland and like to take selfies, please go there. You'll get great selfies there. Okay, so the story. Now, whenever my family would go to Disneyland, we would always have a road trip because I am one of 5 kids, so that makes it 7 of us in total, and it's actually a lot cheaper to what before. Actually, we still did a road trip when we went to Disneyland this year when we lived even further. But so at the time of the story, we lived in Arizona, and it was actually cheaper on just driving and spending gas to get there than to purchase 7 plane tickets to California from Arizona. So we would always have a road trip from Arizona to California, then from California back home. So that's how it went. At the time the story happened, it was, I think, 2010. We had gotten our tickets from this little fundraiser thing. I don't think it would really call a fundraiser. I think it was some sort of volunteering event at the library in Phoenix. I think it was Phoenix or Mesa. Either way, it was a big city. And we checked out books and we got to clean them and repair all the old busted books. And in return, we got free tickets to Disneyland. My whole family did it. It was fun. I actually enjoyed the whole fixing the books thing, not necessarily because I was getting Disneyland tickets, but because it felt good knowing that these books are going to last longer now that they're getting fixed up. So, for all of you people who want to do something good, volunteer. Do volunteer work. You're going to enjoy it. Yeah. Do some good things. Be angels for once, like I know you are. And not because of the benefits. Okay, back to the story. So we got these tickets, and so we drove up to Disneyland. We had our fun time at Disneyland, and on our way back, we hit a snag. You see, the car we had at the time was really old and it would break down a lot. And this was one of those times where it did. We had stopped at this town in the middle of nowhere. I don't exactly remember where, but it was one of our usual stops. And we went there at a McDonald's to have some lunch. We went for the drive-thru, but right after we got out of the drive-thru, our car was starting to not it was definitely doing something that was scaring my dad. So he goes into the parking lot and sees that, yep, we're not moving anywhere. So instead of having to eat our food in the car on our way back home, we had to go inside to eat our food while my dad was calling a friend of his that works on cars. Because, yeah, it was apparently that bad. And me and my siblings, we didn't mind because, well, my older there was a play place, and this was when I was around 11, almost 12. So me and my younger siblings, we loved the idea that we got to play in the play place after all. While my older brother, who was 13 at the time, he didn't care because he had a gaming device. I think it was a DS or a PSP, one of those things. And so he was okay. And yes, I do admit I was at the age where I was considering that maybe it wouldn't be appropriate for me to go into the McDonald's play place, but because of how tiny I am and I was back then, I could get away with it for another few years. And I did. So we were having fun in the play place until it got dark, and my dad said that his friend would come up, but he wouldn't be able to get there until the next day. So we were stranded. Luckily, there was a red roof next door, and the reason why I remember it was the red roof was because little old me was all like, hey, this is the hotel the Simpsons stayed at in the Simpsons movie, where when Marge was getting the food from the vending machine, and then those cops decided to stop and make out with each other. Yeah, that's how I remember that exact hotel because of how observant I am with movies. And yeah, when I told my mom this, she was all like, okay. Man, that movie caused a lot of interesting stories for me. Okay, not necessarily a lot, but there is one other story because of the Simpsons movie that I'll tell another time. And so we spent the night there, and when we checked out the next day, we went straight to the McDonald's, and we spent the whole day there. Well, not necessarily the whole day, like we spent the time until we were waiting for my dad's friend to fix the car in the McDonald's, and we decided after exploring the play place that we're starting to get a bit bored, but my brother, he gave us his watch that had a stopwatch on it, and he was all like, here, race each other. And so we decided to see how fast we could go completely around the play place. Like going completely up and all the way down the slide. What was our we were each trying to beat our own records, seeing who's the fastest. We were trying to see who could beat Sonic the Hedgehog! Eventually my dad's friend came and we left, and we got home and safe and sound. Yay! Another thing that we did during the time was because it was Sunday, my family has a rule that we can't play video games on Sunday, but because of how bored we were getting because of this, and my mom needed to give us something to entertain with, she had her laptop and was all like, here, play the games on my computer. And we're all like, but no games on Sunday. And it's all like, yes, but we originally thought that by Sunday we'd be home, and here we are. So go ahead, play the games. You better believe we took advantage of playing those games. We played those games like there was no tomorrow. So, yeah. To any of you guys going on to your Disney vacations, no matter how you're traveling there, be prepared. Be very prepared of what could happen, because my family wasn't really that prepared, and we ended up in this type of situation. It's a funny story, and that we still tell to this day. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed my story and watching me do this drawing. If you guys want to make a drawing of your own, I actually have a reference-based picture on my DeviantArt, so check that out. Check out my DeviantArt. And I also have a Patreon now, so if you guys want to fund me, great! You'll get to see pictures that I'm currently working on, as well as you get access to the audio for these speed paints very early. And yeah, you get a whole bunch of early access if you sponsor me on Patreon. So have a good day, my angels. Have a good day. Wait, I said have a good day twice. Dang it, I still need to work on an end card! Maybe that should be my end card.